Hi, my name is Ivan Katrin, and today I will be reading Winnie Pooh's Easter in light of the spring coming recently, so let's get started. Winnie the Pooh felt a stirring to see the 100-acre wood in all its new spring finery. The magic of the season was shaking off the sleep of winter and opening up to all things new and wonderful. So Pooh was climbing the path that led to a very special place called Up There, because that was exactly where it was, atop the highest hill in the forest. He was enjoying himself thoroughly, and as a playful breeze whistled in one ear and out the other, he laughed out and cried, "No fair tickling." His laugh, however, ceased abruptly as his mouth opened around a very surprised O. It was a sort of O that popped out whenever Pooh wanted to say, "That's the most wonderful thing I've ever seen." For in the middle of the clearing up there, perched on its large end, pointing a small tapered nose up to the smiling sunlight, sat the biggest egg Pooh had ever seen. Shading his eyes, he stretched himself up onto the very tip of his toes until he lost his balance and suddenly found himself sitting down with a loud thump. "My," thought Pooh, as he rubbed the part of himself that had thumped the loudest, "that egg is as tall as Christopher Robin, perhaps taller." The idea of an egg taller than Christopher Robin was quite enough in of itself to keep Pooh puzzling for a very long time. Its size, however, wasn't the most surprising thing about the egg. It was all violet stripes and bright green squiggles, yellow polka dots, and pink swirls. After Pooh had thought about it a moment, quite long enough as far as he was concerned, he discovered that the egg made him want to laugh out loud. He had absolutely no idea why that should be, but there it was. What he did know, however, was that laughing out loud was not something one did all by oneself. In a surprisingly short time, considering it was Pooh who was doing the fetching, the top of the hill was bustling with all of Pooh's very good friends. "Oh my goodness," squeaked an amazed piglet, "that is the most very small egg I've ever seen." Gopher squinted and, holding up to his thumb, surveyed the egg carefully. "If someone wanted to make breakfast out of this baby, they'd have to blast for sure." "This is nothing," chuckled Tigger, bouncing back on his springy tail, "but I'll bet the look of the chicken's face was something to see. Hoo hoo hoo." "Oh, don't be silly," snapped Rabbit. "It's obvious this egg has nothing to do with chickens or breakfasts."